peace and power to you. I'm tripping. Boy, don't blow the horn at me. You tripping. Hold on. I'd like to know what these people is digging for. Down here, they really put a lot of money into keeping the roads up, unlike other cities. Well, peace and power to everyone. I am here to talk. I thought I was gonna be able to share the view of my drive, but I would have to adjust it maybe when I stop. But I hope everyone's doing well. Um, Out trying to go to the pet store to get our hermit crab, which we found out is a boyfriend. Nobody wants to be lonely, right? Especially if you're trapped in a cage. I felt bad about that, but then it was brought to my attention like, what if, they were raised not on the beach and then you release them to the beach and they don't survive because they're domesticated? That was a good point. So we just want to get her some company. So that was what we're doing. And I'm driving my old school because I have not been driving it. And I'm glad I did because it needs some gas. I like to keep all of my cars gassed up in case of an emergency. And this is an old car, so that means, you could fix it yourself if you learned about cars. So that would be the best one to take with you if you had to, get on the road. Why? Because, you might not be able to stop and you might have to stop and actually fix something. And with the newer cars, you can't fix nothing pulled up on the side of the road. It almost always has to go to a shop. Y'all should pay attention to the things that are being done. You used to be able to fix your own car and now you cannot. So it's okay to have an old school and, something newer. The newer cars, what you're going to rip and run in. Rip. Yeah. What else? Hope everybody's week went well. Um, Mine is going well. I have to put some stuff together when I go back to the house. One of the things that we will be doing today is henna. Applying some henna to everybody's hair. And then, I guess, I can start retouching everybody's hair. Because everybody is due for a retouch right now. So we're going to go on and henna it. And then we're going to retouch. And I'm so glad I locked my hair, even though it's work. It's work. People think natural hair is not work. Natural hair is work. Um, a lot of people don't know how to style natural hair, so you end up doing most of your styles yourself, and that's a good thing. This is coming from a cosmetologist. That is a good thing. Um, what else I had to y'all? I just want to ride my car. I don't want her to sit up and just, not be driven because I don't drive them. And this is Old Faithful. This car drove me from Georgia to Texas. So I'll probably never get rid of her. I was looking at the news, and well, not the news, I'm lying. I was looking on Instagram. We done went from the news to Instagram. I read a quote and it said, a person that does not know how to communicate will think that every interaction with their mate is an argument. And I was like, that is like the realest shit I've heard in a while. Like, that is so true. It's like, we're not arguing. You would know if we're arguing. Me being me. You won't be confused if we're arguing, Yeah, I saw that and I was just like, dang. Wonder who made this quote. Somebody real. Um, oh, I got a ginger ale. I had a straw and it fell on the ground. So I'm so thankful that I washed the ginger ale off, the whole can, before I put it in the refrigerator. Because y'all know people were dying from not washing off their beer can or drink can that had been sitting in the warehouse. And I don't know if it's rat pee or feces, whichever, was killing a couple of people. And I'm thinking, like, that's scary. From not washing off a can top. When you're younger, you don't think about it. You know what I'm saying? So when you're an adult, you have to think about everything. Do you know how many cans? Well, they was in ice and water, so they could be considered washing. I was just thinking about the barbecues and stuff that people have. People is putting these cans directly into some ice, and we just take a sip, so to speak. We just get them out the water and drink, not even thinking about washing the can off because you're at a cookout. So, yeah, that's deep. But anyway, I'm just, like I said, getting out for a drive. I need some fresh air. The color for today is purple. So I tried to find something to put on with purple in it so that I can be in those frequencies. Color is frequency as well as sound. So don't forget that. That's why I need to stop buying black clothes too, now that I think about it. Now that we're here and we're discussing. Y'all, this ginger ale is giving me life. I'm trying to think. Oh, I can switch the camera around. Hold on, y'all. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Y'all, sometimes you have to just get out the house. Get you some fresh air. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? And we gonna go, yeah. My husband needs some shirts too. We need to go to this little farming store. In the farming store, they sell long sleeve t-shirts for $4. Now this whole time I go to Ross, or I order it on Amazon, but $4, you can't beat that. Especially 100% cotton. Y'all, when you pick out your clothes, remember that everything is frequency. So if you have on clothes that are made for mostly plastic, it throws off your frequency. That's why females, when you wearing all those tight clothes and they don't breathe, when you young and you don't know, They don't breathe, and you end up with yeast infections and what is it, BV, bacterial vaginosis, all that. It's because of the threads that you put on your body. All threads do not breathe. So, with that being said, you can't just put anything on your private parts. As you need to start looking at what your clothes are made of and just being very picky because this also affects your frequency. If you going around town acting crazy and you don't know why, your clothes throwing your frequency off. And now that I think about that, it's just like, okay, if that's possible, maybe you have on some cheap threads and wearing those cheap threads, you don't feel confident. Oh, sorry y'all. But yeah. What I was thinking was about my hermit crab here. Just trying to get her some company. I know what it feels like to be lonely. I've been lonely before. And now that I look at it, now that I'm married, oh wow, okay, yeah, that was too much. Oh, hey, this dude just went in front of me. You know, well, I'm going 65. So you know the speed limit, and you still gotta. Then he back his truck, which was hazardous, that could have wasted if it would have slung off the truck. Yeah, but we should be. Okay. My live won't let me be great clearly. I don't know if his wind is interfering. Let me. Okay, y'all. I guess it's safe to talk now. I was almost being put on my spirit to share with you fabric, clothing, and you can't even go and get a coat that's gonna be 100% something unless it's like 100% wool. Yeah. Fabrics are everything. You have to wear pure fabrics on your body so that your vibration can be in the natural vibration of things. What I learned from Lex Will when he was talking about us supposed to wear certain yeah, sorry. It's more so frequency related. You want to protect your frequency. So I was saying with females, you know how young girls that don't know, they'll go and buy underwear and they'll be like 100% polyester, which is plastic. And then they'll be catching yeast infections and BV and all this other stuff. And it's because it's affecting your body's frequency. You can't put plastic on your private parts. That don't work out well. It's gonna irritate your skin. But what I was saying is that we're supposed to wear things that don't affect our frequency, like 100% linen, 100% hemp. They make hemp clothes, believe it or not. 100% cotton. We still go for the 100% cotton, but we're gonna step it up. Start getting into hemp clothing. It lasts longer. The quality is gonna be way different. It's better quality. So yeah, I want to share that. These state troopers out here, honey, and they tickets is high. They got real tickets for your ass. But what else I want to share with y'all? Yeah, but we're gonna hemp our locks tonight. Gonna hemp our locks, and once we do that, like I said, we're gonna touch up our locks in the next couple of weeks. Being that I have to do everybody, I think this time I'm gonna start with me, because by the time I do everybody and then I get on myself, I don't really be wanting to do it, and then I be cranky and looking like I need a touch up. So this time I'm gonna start with myself and then do the fellas. And I wish there was a way that we all can keep the hemp on for days, but apparently I have a hemp I'm allergic to leaving it in for too long. I seen somebody who used it and their whole face swelled up, and I'm just like, dang, they got a super hyper sensitivity to it. But it just makes my I hate holes in the road. It makes my, I don't know, is it like itchy? Makes me feel kind of itchy if I keep it in for too long. My eyes start watering. I know it's an allergic reaction, but this time I'm not gonna put it directly on my scalp. Try my best. I just be want all my hair coated, but that ain't working. And this time I will be preventing that by using an applicator brush. And I just probably, if I put it on my scalp, it'll be last, and just leave it in for a couple of hours. Because when you sleep in it and all that, man, it'll make a mess. Because if you're sleeping in it, you're going to have to put a plastic cap on it. And that's going to make it liquidy. In which I'm going to test the theory this time. We're not going to keep putting caps on. We're just going to let the hemp dry on our hair. Because we're thinking with henna that you need to put it in a cap. And I don't think that's the case with it. I think if you let it dry on your hair and then probably use a steamer to get it back moist, I think that'll be a better stain. And I'm just thinking outside the box. I don't know. What I do know is when it doesn't last as long as a well, it does. It lasts as long as a semi-permanent, not a demi-permanent dye down your hair. But it's just not gonna be as, I say, after a couple of washes, the color is still there. It's just not gonna be as vibrant, if that makes sense. And hell, sometimes you can get a semi-permanent and it's not gonna be vibrant at all. You might get a hot pink and you wash it a couple of times and it just be out of there. So I guess it's the same thing. It's just using plants to color your hair. But I say to everybody, if you're gonna do henna, please do a patch test. It took me a couple of times to realize, after applying it, that I have an allergic reaction to it. And you're not supposed to sleep in it. I was just trying to get an extra tint, but something in it that keeping it on there a long time, It'll cause an allergic reaction. And then it's drying too. Make sure that y'all go over to my Patreon. I did a do-it-yourself henna video that I'm gonna post soon. I did the ingredients list, and we're gonna apply it as well, so you can see what it looks like after it's applied. And we're gonna leave it on for a couple of hours. Probably watch a movie or two as a family and just let it sit, and then we're all gonna rinse our hair. And like I said, I'm gonna start on my hair first this time. I don't know why I be doing other people's hair before mine. Um, Somebody told me, I heard somewhere, that if you don't put yourself first, then why would you expect others to do so? You don't even do it for yourself. And it made perfect sense. It made perfect sense. I was like, dang. So yeah, that's what we doing today. What y'all got going on? I done ran into some traffic. Um, do my henna. I think I am getting ready to do another fast. I got in touch with the girl on the channel Healthy Alternative, and she said that she got rid of most of her weight. She didn't do a lot of long fasts, like, long. She said what she did was fasted for 5 days and eat for 2 until all her weight came off. And I was like, wow, that's a good plan, because at least you eating for 2. And I didn't start getting sick, I was saying, until day 6 and 7. 6 and 7, I was out of there. And it might have started on day 5, but at least it'll be ending on day 5. You can get you some fruits or some apples, just get something to eat. Because I'm not going to lie, you do be hungry once you finish. Can't lie about that. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and probably do what she did, because she was my size. And now she came up off all that weight. She lost over 150 pounds. Just fasting. Water. Distilled water. And she did say, and her brother said the same thing too, that if you get you a water jug and put your distilled water in there, it's best to have a distiller at home. I'm looking to get one, but honey, I'm one of them people. I'm gonna have the best price. I'm gonna look everywhere for it before I just buy one. So that's on my to-do list. But once you put it in the distiller, and then another thing he said was distilling is a harsh process, and water has memory. So once you put it in the distiller, you still need something else to reshape the water. So they sell these. It looks like a funnel to me. I think a funnel would do just perfectly fine. You pouring the water in there and it's circling around. That's restructuring the water, and so it won't have that violent memory of being distilled. And then they say you put it in a glass water jug and sit it in the sun. And when you do that, they say that water give you a lot of energy because it's been sitting in the sun. So I can believe that. I'm gonna try it too. Y'all know I am. So yeah, and I can just imagine from the sun, all of the things, the good things, it's able to put back into your body, because our bodies need the sun. So that's how we operate. And if y'all know anything about sun gazing, that's how you start activating your communication between. You gonna go to at the same time? That's how you start to grow spiritually. I put it like that. The sun, to me, it feeds our soul. Y'all should slow down, because this is a stop sign. People don't know how to drive, and that's why people's cars be banged up. Okay, so yeah, he was talking about reshaping water, and when we went on the retreat, there was um water restructure in the house, and we didn't know what it was. And y'all, I might start just doing my videos so I can add pictures so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Because I can't add a picture to these because the picture in my phone. But they had a water restructure there, and the water tasted different. I was like, dang. So I drank the water the whole time, not knowing that it was tap water, but it was just restructured tap water. And when I tell you, no lie, it tastes so different. So I can imagine you getting some distilled water and put it in that same thing. It had a copper, it ran through copper, and then it had lights, because light also restructures water. So it's like lightning going through the water. And I was just like, dang, like some deep shit. And you don't even think about it being a restructure. I'm just wondering why my husband got to jump in front of me. Like, dude. Then he going slow. I got one exit. It's okay. But yeah, restructure your water after you distill it. I didn't even think distilling was a harsh process because you don't think about it like that. And it just made me think when we buy these distilled waters out the store, you know that's not restructured. That's distilled and given to you. And it just makes me wonder. I wonder if it affects the pulling that it can do because the distilled water pulls things. And what made me realize I need my own distiller is because I buy distilled water from the store. And being that it pulls things, you know, they come in those plastic bottles. So it's like, so for how long is it pulling? You know what I'm saying? Like, for how long has it been pulling from this plastic bottle? And they say that's a lot of clogged arteries and our cells not being able to repair itself. They say that comes from us drinking out of these plastic bottles or eating out of this. Dude, what are you doing? You need to stop. He is in his work truck and just doing the most, y'all. Anyway, this water been in this bottle for one, and then not just being in the bottle, it's distilled water, so it's pulling from the bottle. So he missed the exit. Yep, he missed the exit. Too much. Too much. Too much. You got it off. You got it in front of me. No, he got it. Doing too much. What are you doing? And now you missed the exit. Anyway, yeah, back to what I was saying. But yeah, about the pulling, about the picking your clothes and making sure you're wearing 100% materials, about drinking distilled water that you're not distilling, which in turn means that you're drinking plastic. Um, just all that. You gotta think about it. And I just wonder if you get back to nature and wear those 100% hemp clothes. I'm gonna look that up. You wearing that, just how much more elevated would your frequency be? And that's the big payoff. Being able to receive this knowledge from the ether and receive your ancestral knowledge. That's something that we have been blocked from for centuries. And you'll never get it if you're not working on yourself on a constant basis. Like a lot of people think working on yourself is like, I'm done. I found the answers. No, it's a continuous process and it never ends. It never ends. Yeah, I am at the PetSmart. We're going to get Hermie a boyfriend. So I gotta go. Thank you for spending these 30 minutes with me. And just maybe, I might do another video later. We might get to look into this hemp stuff together. Or, why did I park right here? I can park where he can get in front of me. If my car don't start back up. That's having no faith in my car, huh? Just gonna be on the safe side. But yeah, y'all. I just want y'all to be conscious of what you're putting on your skin. Be conscious of what you're bathing with. If they already poisoning the water and you don't have a water filtration system in your house, it's okay. Everybody ain't got one. I don't have one. If you don't have that, then the step that you can possibly take is to go ahead and start bathing with you some organic soap or making your own soap. The cheapest thing would be to make your own. But you can buy it from people. I sell it. I'm about to, like I said, I'm revamping the website. This takes time because I don't have a lot of it. So, the soap will be up there. What I'm saying is you take baby steps to clear up your frequency. Just like one of my first steps was to stop using store-bought deodorant. And I can say this was also one of my hardest steps because it was either make my own, which I do, or use the salt, the salt bar. And I use that mostly, the salt bar, because it works for me and I don't have to apply. If I apply it real good, I don't have to apply for like 3 days. It'll last. But, you take baths and stuff, so, you wouldn't necessarily need to work that long. But it works. And it helps to detox your body because it's not blocking you from sweating. Your body is supposed to sweat. That's how it detoxifies. So if you got something on there that's going to keep you from sweating, which is what the store-bought is, keeping your pores clogged. And then people be getting them cysts and lumps up under their arm, not connecting the two. Because you're supposed to be sweating you're supposed to sweat. Then you get this lump, you're not eating right, you getting cysts and tumors, and it's turning into cancer, just a whole bunch of stuff when you can just make your own freaking deodorant. It's not that hard. I have to make some for 2 people. Today, hell. We got to get the show on the road. ASAP. And so, it's simple. It's simple ingredients. It'll keep you continuously buying stuff that you'll have handy because you don't use it all at once. I've had a 10 pounds bag of diatomaceous earth for the last like 2-3 years. It never expires. Bentonite clay. I might have one container for a year because if I'm just using it to make my toothpaste and sometimes do a facial, which is rare, it's going to be there. And it's not poison. It's stuff that I can actually ingest and not die. So, with all that being said, and take the other steps too. Don't forget, buy you a distiller, distill your own water, and also fast, and also buy filters for your house, or get you a water filter system for your house if you're in a home and it's yours, because you bathing in fluoride, and your skin is the biggest organ on your body, and it only takes 15 seconds to absorb whatever you put on it. So when you bathing in fluoride and they got chlorine in the water, you need a carbon filter system to get all that stuff out of there. Because if not, that stuff is still getting to your brain. You bathing in fluoride. We take long showers. We end up just taking a long shower. I personally don't have a shower filter, and that's what I need. I'm gonna buy it. But I do have a filter for the tub. So when I take a bath, it's pretty much filtered. And I ain't gonna say it ain't high. Bathtub filters are high. The shower is a little more financial friendly, but the bath lasts for a year, so you don't have to buy it as often. So just take all that into consideration. Start acknowledging at least that your skin is the biggest organ on your body. So what you put on it is gonna be in your body. And peace and power to everybody. I'm finna go on in this pet store, man. Thank you for spending time with me. I really appreciate it. Let it don't scrape my throat trying to be cool. All right, and I'm out of here, y'all.